So good morning. Some of you might know I've done a couple of reviews on this box. This is the Preston rig station, and it's good. I've had a few faults with it, but I've kind of like sorted out some issues with it, and it's all back and running as it should do, really. But as good as it is, I mean, it's just amazingly, if you want to do a rig on the bank when you go out, take this with you, because it's got everything you want. You've got all your stuff in here to make up your rigs. So this is great if you're at a lake and you want to make up some rigs or some hook lengths, right? But I saw something online. And I thought I'd like to try that, because it does the same thing as the rig station, but in two different ways, two parts to it. So, but I like the way it looks when I watched some reviews and saw demonstrations of how to use it. So I thought that's going to speed my process up when I'm doing hook lengths and stuff like that. So I bit the bullet and I ordered 2 items off of Rigmate. So the first one I ordered was the Rigmate Pro, and this is a lovely piece of kit. Unlike the rig station, they've got where you put your line on here and you screw it down, the thread in the plastic bit, because it's still got a plastic bit, it's a metal thread and it's a plastic screw. But what they've done, unlike Preston, they've put a helicoil in there already, so that it's not going to wear away the plastic thread. So the thread in there is metal, so that ain't going to have no problems. Preston didn't do that, unfortunately, and it didn't last very long until the threads on the plastic threads wore out. I won't go into that, I've done a video on that. But I like the look of this, right? And you've got different caps here. This is for your shot, so you put your shots in there, or anything you like, really, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 for shots, and I've got 1 for rubbers for putting on your float, already pre-cut, and I've got this one for the pins that go in these little things here. There's pins that sit in there, you need them when you're making your rigs up. So it's all there, but I've got no tools, there's nowhere to put your tools. So that's where this does let itself down against the rig station, because all my tools to make my rigs are in the rig station, but not with this. But that's not a problem. So that's the Rigmate Pro. That's for tying your pole floats on a line, getting them all prepared, putting them on a winder. So that's for that. So then I saw this one as well, and I thought I've got to get that. And this is for your hook lengths. So when we make a hook up, we put the hook on the line, like we do our knots to put the hook on, and then we got to make it fit the poles in the box. So all these are different size poles in the box, so I work in inches, not centimetres. Unfortunately this is centimetres, but I have marked it on here in inches. So you've got to get it right on this, so that it fits on these poles, and so you can keep them all in neat order. So that'll fit that. And I've got to say, I've done a couple last night. It's so quick and so easy. And what makes it easy is these pins again, what I told you about. So this is the Rigmate Hooklength, and really good, really good. Well made. It's like solid. It's a lovely piece of kit, and it's like a slide rule. So when you're doing your hooks, you've got this slide rule, see, so there's a line on here. You won't be able to see it from there, I don't think, but I'll show you in a minute. There's a line by this pin, and as you move that up, you can stop it and wherever you want. So that would be 10 centimeters or 4 inches. That's 15 centimeters or 6 inches. And then it starts moving away from the lines. So like 8 inches is slightly over 20 centimeters. So I'll put it in there because you've got to get it right. So your hook length goes on this one, and then when you put it round, and that's where you make your loop up there, and you keep everything tight. But these pins is what makes that work. So I'll show you how that works. So first thing I need to do, here is pull a little line off of that, because what I want to do now is put my hook on using this hook tire. So there's my hook. It's a size 14 spade end. I quite like these spades. Right, so I'm going to put that in there like that, and the little tip on this one is just to have that hook slightly tilted this way. I don't know if you can see that. If you look at that line through there, the hook's coming from the middle of that, but it's leaning that way. And what that does, that keeps this line, when I start whipping it, it keeps the line on the spade at the front, not the back, which is what we need. So what we do here, look if there's a little bit more line off of that. Right, so this is under pressure now, this line. I've tightened it down. So your line goes around the back of the 2 prongs there, and then it comes over here around the front of that hook. So now you can see that the line now that's going towards the pole, like the top end, is now being pulled onto the front of that hook. So as I whip it, that line stays in the front of that spade that's tilting backwards, which is what I want. So now we're just kind of like winding the line up the shank of the hook, as you do, getting near the top now. Right, so with there, I'm happy with that. We'll go round the front one, round this front prong and into the gap there, and then I'll push those prongs down, which releases the back one, and now that's being pulled down towards the hook, and that now is on that hook. That's under pressure now, so I can take that out, and once I pulled that out, we can pull this line. See that line now is pulling through. Right, so that now has pulled that line out. I can get rid of that, cut off that tag end with my scissors. You want to get up, not a lot, just a couple of mil. So that one's done. So there you go. So that's the hook. Is now, I'll just pull that over. That hook now is on the line as I want it, just like that, which is perfect. So I now want to cut this. What I want to do with this, what size do I want this? I want this 14, 8, oh, 6 inches. I'm going to do a 6-inch rig. So we'll cut enough line off to give me 6 inches. That's easy, 6 inches. Right, so what you do on here, you undo this, and this line here, coming by the pin here that's going up, you want to line that up. I want to line that up with 6 inches on here. So that's there. Tighten that down. And this is really great. This is what makes this kit so good. It's so quick. So you put that round there. You put that round there, and you then bring your line down. So now you hold them together. You pull that pin off. No messing about trying to get it over lugs on this. And now you've got your loop. So all I do then is I'm going to tie a loop at the top like that, stick it in, go twice round with my loop tire, put that in there, wet it, pull it round, pull that off. Now all I've got to do is take that tag end off, which is there. Don't have to be so tight on this one. And there is my hook length, all done, that quick, so quick. And that should now fit in my hook box. I don't know if you can see that, let's move this out of the way. Right, so I'm going to put that over that pole at the back, which is 6 inches to the front. That hook should now fit nicely over that front pole, just like that. And there we have perfect fit, 6 inches, done in seconds on this. This is a great bit of kit. And if you want to go, I mean, if I've got a bigger box than that, I can go much bigger than that. So if I want to go like 12 inches, all you do is you move that up. It's the same procedure. You go up to that 12-inch mark there, which I've marked off, tie that down, and when you put your hook on there and round there, that's a perfect 12-inch, and that'll fit the other box. So that's a demonstration of this lovely machine from Rigmate, the Rigmate Hooklength, which I bought with my own money. I'm not paid to do this video. In the box you get that, you get 2 pins, and that's all you need to make your rig tight. It's a superb piece of kit. And I'll tell you what, I tie a lot, especially through the winter. I tie a lot of my hooks. I do all my own tying of hooks, and with this, it's just going to save me a lot of time, because I can spend hours just tying hooks. But this is so quick, and it's a really nice piece of kit. Look after it. I think what I paid for this, £44.95 or something like that it was, or £44.99. Great bit of kit. I'm very happy with it, so I will give that a big thumbs up. If you like the video, please hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button, then you'll get notified of any future videos that I do. And yeah, give it a try. Tight lines, everyone.